connected to community partners all across the valley. So when we are there with this experience, we're listening, we're hearing, and we're trying to figure out where we can interconnect and meet the needs that the school may have. Part of the work here at Valley of the Sun United Way and our Mighty 2026 goals, they're aligned to increasing third grade reading scores. So as part of that work evolves, we co-lead Read on Phoenix with the City of Phoenix. So we know that some of these needs are truly around literacy and how do we interconnect and what does that look like. So I'm excited to share that the work that the City of Phoenix has been doing with Read on Phoenix as a whole is to build community literacy hubs. And that has happened in the Cartwright School District as well as in Murphy. And then Read on Avondale Southwest Valley has built a literacy hub in Union. This is a way that we are really targeting by using specific data, meeting the school's needs, and bringing in the resources that families need together. So we have worked in a different variety of ways. So Blitz the Bus was in the Southwest Valley. That's where we were able to work and target the schools in Tullison and Union to get those students school supplies, uniforms, backpacks, and so forth.
Our key goals are to increase third grade level reading proficiency by 25%. We know that's a key indicator of future success for our youth, and our vision as United Way is to make sure that every child, adult, family has every opportunity to succeed in school, in life, and in work, and this fits exactly with that.
All of our kids need caring adults. So I would really encourage you to look into ways to volunteer within our schools and not only provide resources, but just provide that human resource, that caring adult to our youth.
It takes all of us. It's the village that makes our children successful.
Happy 100th birthday to one of the largest municipal parks in the entire United States. South Mountain Park began in 1924 when the City of Phoenix bought from the U.S. government 14,000 acres of land in what was called the Salt River Mountains at the time. From 1933 to 1940, 4,000 workers from the Civilian Conservation Corps built pretty much the entire infrastructure of South Mountain Park as we know it today. It currently has upwards of 50 different trails you can enjoy and upwards of 100 miles that you can go mountain biking, just regular hiking, backpacking, whatever suits your pleasure, even roller skating. All of the different things that are available at South Mountain Park, including the thousands of Huhugam petroglyphs that are over 1,000 years old, are all different things that add up to South Mountain Park being one of the Phoenix points of pride.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's official. Phoenix is on the clock. 226 days until tip-off.
Today was the official kickoff of the countdown clock at Sky Harbor Airport, marking 226 days until tip-off for the 2026 Women's Final Four.
This is the first time we've ever hosted the Women's Final Four. We're really looking forward to April, where we will welcome fans from all over the world to see the best in women's college basketball.
It is going to be an amazing party and campus in downtown Phoenix. What's really interesting about this event is all of the extra events are free. So it's family friendly. It'll be throughout the weekend. It's a holiday weekend with Easter. And so we'll be able to see families from around the state and around the city come down and enjoy the Women's Final Four.
We have 4 Division I programs here in Arizona. So this community is more than ready to embrace the Women's Final Four when it takes center stage. It's going to be the best setting for the Women's Final Four. For young fans, for players, for coaches, for families, they get to create lifelong memories on one of the biggest stages in sports.
Really, there's nothing like the excitement of March Madness. Women's basketball is on the rise. As someone who played basketball, I too was one of those that envisioned it being at the pedestal that it is today. Yes, they drive tourism. Yes, they drive economic development. but they really give us, our state, our city, an opportunity on the national and global scale to have exposure.
The NCAA has been wonderful about partnering with our Parks Department.
They did renovations and projects such as East Lake Park, got to see new basketball courts and redesign of their facilities. And I'm just excited to see how it all comes to fruition in 226 days.
Phoenix is a basketball town. We are also Championship Valley. We have welcomed the NCAA, Super Bowls, great soccer. This is the place to host championship events.
There is no greater place than Phoenix in April because the weather is amazing and we are coming off of spring training, so just get ready to have amazing weather, good sports, and good food out in Phoenix.
So for the next 226 days, this clock will not only serve as a reminder of the women's Final Four for the millions of travelers that come through beautiful Sky Harbor Airport, it's also a point of pride for all of us here in the community.
You'll see that we are excited about the NCAA Final Four. The women are going to be really proud of the event we put on.
Hello, I'm Phoenix Mayor Kate Gallego. What if I told you that the cure for cancer will come through Phoenix, Arizona? I believe that it will. Nearly 20 years ago, the City of Phoenix partnered with business, education, science, and medical visionaries to make a substantial investment in the medical and biosciences. Today, our life science leaders are driving translational discovery, which is also driving our tremendous growth. There are many reasons Phoenix is the fastest growing city in the United States. Our commitment to growing a strong, diverse economy, our support of entrepreneurial ecosystems, and our unparalleled quality of life. But as you're about to see, it's also an investment we made 20 years ago that is paying off handsomely today. We believe Phoenix is the new land of opportunity. We invite you to join us.
There's something happening in Phoenix. It's groundbreaking, it's life-changing, and it's driving tremendous growth. Many factors have helped elevate Phoenix to the 5th largest city in the nation, but none has had greater impact than a field that has led to transformative thinking in genomics, precision medicine, molecular medicine, cancer and rare disease research, bioscience. It's driving translational discovery and Phoenix's rapid ascension. From a canal system that brought life to this valley 2,000 years ago, to TGen, which helped unravel the mysteries of life, innovation and collaboration have always driven our rise. Since 2019, our growth in the biosciences and healthcare has been unrivaled. In that time, we've added millions of square feet of biomedical space, billions in capital investments in primary facilities, creating thousands of new jobs. That places Phoenix in the nation's top 5 for emerging life science clusters. The home of Phoenix's translational discovery is the Phoenix Biomedical Campus, or as we like to call it, the PBC, a thriving 30-acre center of bioscience research, education, and urban life in the heart of a bustling downtown. Our welcoming culture of bold thinking and inspiring teamwork was born in 2002 with the International Genomics Consortium, IGC, and the Translational Genomics Research Institute, TGen, an affiliate of the City of Hope, a partnership that has spawned more than 25 companies and thousands of medical breakthroughs, including Cheyenne Analytics, Paradigm Diagnostics, and Viomics, which are now a part of Exact Sciences, along with Caris Life Sciences and Vidium Animal Health, all play critical roles in precision medicine. Exact Sciences has a growing presence on campus. So does NIH's National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases main research facility. The newest addition to the campus is 850 PBC, a 227,000 square foot fully lab-enabled building designed for bioinnovation and collaboration. It's home to Arizona State University's Translational Science, their entrepreneurship and innovation team for biosciences, including their Health Entrepreneurship Accelerator Lab, HEAL Lab. And while the facility is humming with research and discovery, more innovators are always welcome. The Center for Entrepreneurial Innovation, CEI, plays a pivotal role on campus by supporting entrepreneurs with their Market Validation Lab program, as well as growing companies with LabForce, a program for training lab technicians. Education is a critical pillar of the PBC. All 3 of Arizona's public universities have schools on campus for medical education, research, and collaboration. Nowhere else in Arizona will you find 3 state universities in one place. That's more than 15,000 students working together on or close to the Phoenix Biomedical Campus. Looking for collaborators for your research? The universities and innovators on the PBC have close access to critical core services and clinical trials to deliver the latest innovations. For example, the Phoenix Veterans Administration's Million Vets program partnered with the University of Arizona College of Medicine, Phoenix. This concentration of universities creates a pipeline for talent and access to innovative entrepreneurs through universities and spin-outs of existing campus tenants. You also have access to researchers and physician scientists at the surrounding health systems and institutes of research excellence. To inspire the spirit of collaboration, innovators have direct access to on-site programs designed to encourage working together, both on campus and throughout the community. And innovators, there's still room to grow. 1.7 million square feet has been built, 6 million square feet at build-out. How is this drive for innovation and collaboration working out for us? From 2007 to 2019, the Phoenix Bioscience healthcare workforce expanded significantly, lifting all sectors of our economy, placing Phoenix among the top cities in the nation for startups and business creation. The PBC isn't the only reason Phoenix is attracting so much talent. Our quality of life is like no other. Did you know Phoenix is home to 3 of the 5 largest city parks in the country? South Mountain Preserve, the 2nd largest city park in the U.S., offers more than 16,000 acres for hiking, biking, and horseback riding. Within our city limits, there are more than 250 miles of trails. We also have nearly 1,000 miles of bike paths and bike lanes. Worried about traffic? Don't be. 90% of those living in Phoenix have less than a 30-minute commute, shortest of any of the top 15 cities in the nation. And Phoenix Sky Harbor, one of the nation's busiest and friendliest airports, is also one of the most convenient. Only a 10-minute drive from the PBC. There are so many ways to escape the award-winning dining, our coffee shops and breweries, our music and festival scene, including First Fridays, the largest monthly art festival in the country. Like sports? There's plenty to root for. New arrivals also like our low-pressure attitude and how easy it is to fit in. We like to say, no one's a stranger here, and new explorers are always welcome. There's something happening in Phoenix. It's driving life-changing discoveries, industry-shaping innovations, and with so much room to grow, limitless opportunities. The future is Phoenix Bioscience. Join us.
It's official, Phoenix is on the clock, 226 days until tip-off.
Today was the official kickoff of the countdown clock at Sky Harbor Airport, marking 226 days until tip-off for the 2026 Women's Final Four.
This is the first time we've ever hosted the Women's Final Four. We're really looking forward to April, where we will welcome fans from all over the world to see the best in women's college basketball.
It is going to be an amazing party and campus in downtown Phoenix. What's really interesting about this event is all of the extra events are free. So it's family friendly. It'll be throughout the weekend. It's a holiday weekend with Easter. And so we'll be able to see families from around the state and around the city come down and enjoy the Women's Final Four.
We have 4 Division I programs here in Arizona, so this community is more than ready to embrace the Women's Final Four when it takes center stage. It's going to be the best setting for the Women's Final Four. For young fans, for players, for coaches, for families, they get to create lifelong memories on one of the biggest stages in sports.
Really, there's nothing like the excitement of March Madness. Women's basketball is on the rise. As someone who played basketball, I too was one of those that envisioned it being at the pedestal that it is today. Yes, they drive tourism. Yes, they drive economic development. But they really give us, our state, our city, an opportunity on the national and global scale to have exposure.
The NCAA has been wonderful about partnering with our Parks Department.
They did renovations and projects such as East Lake Park, got to see new basketball courts and redesign of their facilities. And I am just excited to see how it all comes to fruition in 226 days.
Phoenix is a basketball town. We are also Championship Valley. We have welcomed the NCAA, Super Bowls, great soccer. This is the place to host championship events.
There is no greater place than Phoenix in April because the weather is amazing and we are coming off of spring training, so just get ready to have amazing weather, good sports, and good food out in Phoenix.
So for the next 226 days, this clock will not only serve as a reminder of the Women's Final Four for the millions of travelers that come through beautiful Sky Harbor Airport, it's also a point of pride for all of us here in the community.
You'll see that we are excited about the NCAA Final Four. The women are going to be really proud of the event we put on.
Happy 100th birthday to one of the largest municipal parks in the entire United States. South Mountain Park began in 1924 when the City of Phoenix bought from the U.S. government 14,000 acres of land in what was called the Salt River Mountains at the time. From 1933 to 1940, 4,000 workers from the Civilian Conservation Corps built pretty much the entire infrastructure of South Mountain Park as we know it today. It currently has upwards of 50 different trails you can enjoy and upwards of 100 miles that you can go mountain biking, just regular hiking, backpacking, whatever suits your pleasure, even roller skating. All of the different things that are available at South Mountain Park, including the thousands of Huhugan petroglyphs that are over 1,000 years old, are all different things that add up to South Mountain Park being one of the Phoenix points of pride.
I didn't know it was a Lifetime Achievement Award. Okay, that's taking me back a little bit. Okay. I don't think anyone in the nonprofit world does this for accolades. We do it because of our mission and what we're trying to do for the community. I got involved with the Foundation for Blind Children when my son was born. Max was 3 months when his doctor said something's wrong with his eyes, and the last thing the doctor told us to do was to call the Foundation for Blind Children. We called them and they showed up on our doorstep the next day, and from that moment on we were a part of Foundation for Blind Children. My wife and I got on the board. Once I was on the board, our CEO retired, and I looked at my wife and I said, I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I sold my company and came to work here, and that was 17 years ago. We built this into the largest Braille library in the country. We built this in the largest preschool in the country. We serve blind and visually impaired people of all ages from the day they're born to the day they leave us. Our oldest client right now is 101 years old. We are overcoming major chronic problems. We didn't have enough teachers, so we built a teachers program at ASU. We didn't have a low vision clinic, so we built a low vision clinic. We needed more classroom space, so we built a new school. Whatever the obstacle is, we will overcome it, and that's what we teach our students. Vision loss is not the end of the world. It's just a different world. The Foundation for Blind Children really gives parents that hope and give those students and those children that hope that they can do anything. And we've proven it over and over again. They do everything. We took 8 blind students to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro, 19,340 feet. We set 4 world records. We had the largest blind group ever. We had the first blinded US vet to reach the top, first person with albinism to reach the top, and my son was the youngest blind climber ever to reach the top, and still is. That's my favorite part about my job. I get to tell the story over and over and over again, and it inspires people to do bigger and better things. I love the Foundation for Blind Children. I love our students, I love our families. I truly believe that doing right for them completes me, makes me who I am. When the mayor's office recognizes you for what we do every day, it's pretty special. I know that over my lifetime I've done some special things. I've seen some kids do some special things. I've led some kids in the top of mountains, across oceans, and I didn't do it for the accolades, but I did it for the kids. But it's always nice when the mayor recognizes you.
Welcome to the Cesar Chavez Community Center, the City of Phoenix's newest recreation center here in the beautiful Levine Village. Come, I'll take you around. Over here, you will see the Cesar Chavez timeline. It's a great piece of work. As soon as you walk into the facility, you can see all the impact that Cesar Chavez has had in Arizona, and it's for you guys to see when you guys arrive. This here is our lovely gymnasium. It has basketball capacity, volleyball, pickleball. We have wonderful courts that are meant for youth and adult spaces. And this is also included in your membership when you register at phoenix.gov or at our front desk. Welcome to our multi-purpose room. This room is designed to have special events, meetings, take classes. It seats anywhere between 80 to 100 people and is reservable. This is our beautiful courtyard, along with lawn games where families can come and enjoy the beautiful Arizona weather. This space is also available to reserve for special occasions and special gatherings. And this is our beautiful teaching style kitchen that we have here at the Cesar Chavez Community Center. It is designed to teach classes here in our community. So if you're interested in cooking 101 or maybe baking, this might be a good class for you to come and take. We have stoves, refrigerators, microwaves, and I know this will be a great place for you to come and enjoy and learn to cook. And this is our wonderful game room space where it's designed for youth and adults to come hang out and engage in a friendly game of pool table, hockey, or foosball. This is also a great space for parents to come hang out while their children are taking classes here at our lovely community center. This is one of the amenities that is included in your membership here at the Cesar Chavez Community Center. And this is our beautiful upstairs fitness center that is designed with cardio machines, free weights, weight machines, and if fitness is one of your goals, this might be a place for you. Out here, we have this beautiful view of the Estrella Mountains, where while you're working out, you can have a great view here. This also has an outdoor space that is designed to take a class, maybe like an outdoor yoga or meditation class. Also a reservable space, so if you have a meeting and you'd like to enjoy the beautiful weather here in Laveen, this might be the spot for you. And this is our wonderful indoor walking track. So if you don't want to be outside, you want to get out of the sun for a little bit, you can come in here and take some laps. It is used to walk or run, and keep in mind 14 laps is 1 mile. To the side you will see all of our Laveen historic photos. These photos date back to the 50s, and you will see some of the lovely traditions that still happen here in the Laveen village, such as the barbecue parade and the Laveen parade.
It's official, Phoenix is on the clock, 226 days until tip-off.
Today was the official kickoff of the countdown clock at Sky Harbor Airport, marking 226 days until tip-off for the 2026 Women's Final Four.
This is the first time we've ever hosted the Women's Final Four. We're really looking forward to April, where we will welcome fans from all over the world to see the best in women's college basketball.
It is going to be an amazing party and campus in downtown Phoenix. What's really interesting about this event is all of the extra events are free. So it's family friendly. It'll be throughout the weekend. It's a holiday weekend with Easter. And so we'll be able to see families from around the state and around the city come down and enjoy the Women's Final Four.
We have 4 Division I programs here in Arizona, so this community is more than ready to embrace the Women's Final Four when it takes center stage. It's going to be the best setting for the Women's Final Four. For young fans, for players, for coaches, for families, they get to create lifelong memories on one of the biggest stages in sports.
Really, there's nothing like the excitement of March Madness. Women's basketball is on the rise. As someone who played basketball, I too was one of those that envisioned it being at the pedestal that it is today. Yes, they drive tourism. Yes, they drive economic development. But they really give us, our state, our city, an opportunity on the national and global scale to have exposure.
The NCAA has been wonderful about partnering with our Parks Department.
They did renovations and projects such as East Lake Park got to see new basketball courts and redesign of their facility. And I'm just excited to see how it all comes to fruition in 226 days.
Phoenix is a basketball town. We are also Championship Valley. We have welcomed the NCAA, Super Bowls, great soccer. This is the place to host championship events.
There is no greater place than Phoenix in April because the weather is amazing and we are coming off of spring training, so just get ready to have amazing weather, good sports, and good food out in Phoenix.
So for the next 226 days, this clock will not only serve as a reminder of the women's Final Four for the millions of travelers that come through beautiful Sky Harbor Airport, it's also a point of pride for all of us here in the community.
You'll see that we are excited about the NCAA Final Four. The women are going to be really proud of the event we put on.
Welcome to Phoenix in about a minute. We are here in front of Booker T. Washington Elementary, built in 1928. Named after leading African-American intellectual of the 19th century, Booker T. Washington. The school is located at 1201 East Jefferson Street, the first black elementary school in Phoenix. A two-story building built for $100,000, or a little bit shy of $2 million in today's economy, with the capacity for
Good morning and welcome to Wednesday, September 10th, 2025 Economic Development and the Arts Subcommittee meeting. I'd like to call the meeting to order, and then I will turn to our city attorney to explain public comments, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, members of the subcommittee. During citizen comment, members of the public may address the subcommittee for up to 3 minutes on issues of interest or concern to them. The Arizona Open Meeting Law permits the subcommittee members to listen to the comments, but prohibits members from discussing or acting on matters presented. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much, David. And then now I'd like to introduce our interpreter, Mario Barajas, who will say a few words.
Yes, Madam Chair, thank you. This is Mario Barajas. I'll be serving as today's Spanish interpreter. If I can be permitted to announce myself to our Spanish speakers, buenas tardes, o más bien buenos días. Yo soy Mario Barajas y voy a estar sirviendo como intérprete a los de habla hispana. Muchas gracias. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much, Mario. My understanding is we have no call to public today. Wonderful. We will move to item 1, which is approval of the minutes. Do I have a motion?
I move to approve.
And a second?
I'm going to recuse myself from the minutes only because I wasn't here.
Okay.
During that time.
I will second the motion. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Nope. And Councilwoman Pastor is going to abstain. Okay. Great. So and there are no nays, so the motion passes. Items 2, 3, and 4 are consent items. Are there any questions or concerns from members?
No.
Hearing none, then we will move to item 5, which is our fiscal year 2025-2026 Bioscience Healthcare Strategic Initiative. And joining us for this report are Nathan Wright, the Deputy Community Economic Director, and Claudia Whitehead, the Program Manager. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Madam Chair, I had a question. Is items 2, 3, and 4, are they for action, consent action, or are they just information?
I apologize. They are in consent.
They're on consent.
I skipped an important part. Thank you for setting me straight, Councilwoman Stark.
No worries.
I would take a motion to approve items 2 through 4.
I move items 2 through 4.
And do we have a second? I'll second. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 None opposed, so motion passes unanimously. Now we will go to item 5, and we are joined by Nathan Wright and Claudia Whitehead. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the subcommittee. I'm here with Claudia Whitehead, who leads our strategic initiative, Bioscience Healthcare Initiative. And we're now in our 8th year, and we're reaping some really amazing results. And she's going to talk us through our initiative and some of the results from last year. And so I'll turn the time over to her.
Thank you, Nathan, and good morning, Madam Chair and members of the subcommittee. We are thrilled to be here and share this update on the City of Phoenix's Bioscience Healthcare Strategic Initiative that under your leadership, focusing on these areas to support the strength and growth of the industry here in Phoenix. That would include research and development, entrepreneurs, precision medicine, healthcare delivery, education, and branding for the city. And prior to the focus on the Phoenix Bioscience Healthcare Strategic Initiative, there really wasn't a global or domestic recognition of Phoenix's bioscience industry. But now Phoenix is ranked, and I'm really thrilled to share these rankings, especially with the graduate growth rate, employment growth, R&D employment growth, and now we are recognized as a top 20 life science market in the US. And Arizona is also ranked highly as second in the US for life science job growth and 8th in the US for clinical trial economic impact, with 80% of this happening in Phoenix. And under your leadership, Phoenix has experienced unprecedented growth and investment since 2019. More than $6.7 billion in new capital investment in more than 8 million square feet of new primary facilities, creating 14,000 new high-quality jobs. And I just want to point out that these are truly high-quality jobs where the average salary for biosciences is $20,000 higher than the other private sectors. So really, really exciting to see those numbers. And this year, the Bio International Trade Show took place in Boston with a theme that the world can't wait for the innovation produced by the life science industry. There seemed to be a renewed commitment to the industry at this year's trade show. It was very exciting, and the numbers bore that out as there was a return to pre-pandemic trade show attendees, with almost 22,000 attendees that were represented from 73 countries, and really proud to have the City of Phoenix as one of 65 domestic and international pavilions, and actually the only city with a pavilion at the trade show. One of the most common remarks at our Phoenix Pavilion by visitors is that there seems to be a great positive energy happening in Phoenix. This is borne out by our numbers and activities in our pavilion. So by the numbers, I'd like to share that we had more than 60 delegates, our largest delegation ever, that joined us at the trade show. They held more than 400 meetings, identified more than 180 opportunities, and those opportunities are potential for collaboration, partnerships, and prospects. And with our team, we are working with more than 30 Phoenix hot prospects for the city of Phoenix, with 60% of those being international based. We had 3 Phoenix companies that were chosen as Startup Stadium finalists, 16 live presentations and podcasts during the trade show, and we received 1.8 million email, web, and on-site sponsorship impressions through the Bio International Trade Show. And again, the City of Phoenix was a sponsor of the Startup Stadium, showcasing the City of Phoenix's commitment to early stage life science companies. We had prime placement with the stage being right at in the registration lobby between the 2 main entrances for people to go to the trade show floor. We were able to kick off the Tuesday session highlighting Phoenix's rising growth, and the commitment to the industry. And 2 Phoenix companies presented with binary genomics and their multiple cancer blood test that captures detection of many cancers that don't have tests today. And Mindex Sciences, which is a personalized precision mental health company that is able to provide personalized treatment because of their blood tests, so that people can understand how to best treat for their mental health. And then plus, we were recognized throughout since January earlier this year as a sponsor on their website. The City of Phoenix's 60-member delegations was represented by these companies, and really very engaged, and a lot of great activity. And just wanted to highlight a couple of examples of the activities that happened with our delegation during the trade show. And one was we had a podcast that was recorded by Gene Online, which is a Taiwanese online and newsletter podcaster. And so they were highlighting, they had come to Phoenix ahead of going to the trade show and attended Venture Cafe and met many people in the ecosystem. So they really understood what was happening in Phoenix. And they promoted Phoenix through this podcast as on the bioinnovation from fabs to labs, just understanding the relationship with TSMC and Phoenix. We also had thought leaders that led sessions at the conference. And one of those is the drug development session that was led by Dr. Fonseca from Mayo Clinic here in Phoenix. And then Dr. Potts, who's a serial entrepreneur and chair of the International Cancer Advocacy Network. We also want to thank McCarthy Building Companies for sponsoring our fast pitch reception, where we had more than 200 people attend the reception. And these people learned a couple of the highlights of announcements that were announced during the reception. One of those was Wexford Science and Technology. They announced the pre-leasing of their next building that is going to happen here on the city's Phoenix Bioscience Core campus. There was also Calvary, and they announced the launch of their early stage canine cancer diagnostic that is actually launching this month. Then also the Next Frontier Series panel with the BBC and global biotech leaders, alongside of Phoenix Community and Economic Development Director Christine Mackey taking part in that conversation. And it was really a surprising and really prideful moment, I think, for all of us to see that she actually received the majority of the questions following the session, because people were really curious about how the city of Phoenix has really risen so fast in the bio industry. And so it's really, truly due to your leadership in this initiative for bioscience and healthcare. And then you can kind of get a sense of the energy that was happening in the pavilion by the series of images. There was just like a lot of great engagement within our pavilion. And this year, one of the things that we did was we enhanced our targeted online visibility. It exceeded our expectations. and the industry norm for impressions and click-through rates. In other words, when people saw the image, they clicked on it, and because they wanted to learn more about what was happening in Phoenix. And so this is an example of one of the online ads that was shown on the web pre-trade show, and then we had post-trade show without the pavilion number on it, of course. And then we also teamed with the Axios group for a story about the amazing growth in Phoenix. And one of between these two campaigns, we received more than 1 million impressions, and the Axios story is actually still online. We received more than 1 million impressions with more than 3,500 people that clicked through to the website, and this is the homepage where they would go to for that click through. So it was really carrying that consistent message and imaging from that ad into the website. So the next thing, as you may remember, earlier this year, you also supported us sharing a slice of our story via working with the BBC and their StoryWorks team. And the film that was developed pays homage to the organization that is our origin story of so much that is bio and precision medicine in Phoenix, and that is the Translational Genomics Research Institute, TGen, that is now part of City of Hope. And via this presentation, we would like to share with you this short 5-minute video that was debuted at this year's Bio International Trade Show in Boston, and then I'll share a little bit more about that afterwards.
Brain health is complicated. I truly believe we are only just starting to understand how complex the brain is. One of the things that I really love about cycling is that your mind can wander, but it also requires a bit of attention too. The Phoenix geography really does inspire me a lot. It's just really a lot of fun to be able to have these landmarks on the horizon that you can navigate to. And for me, that's really important. Because in science, we have to be open to new ideas, new directions at any moment. We never know when that next piece of data is going to lead us down a different path. Beautiful day in paradise.
Absolutely glorious.
Yeah.
It's remarkable changes in this area, wouldn't you agree, in the last 20 years?
I was thinking the same thing, just realizing all the new buildings and all the changes that you and I have seen. When I was wondering about the next phase of my career, my uncle sent me some clippings about this new institute that was emerging. And when I reached out to Dr. Trent, he really made promises that the work that we were going to do today in the laboratories was going to make a difference tomorrow in human health.
I grew up in Phoenix, quite a different town, about 500,000 people, and now it's the 5th largest city in the United States. So it's changed considerably. The city of Phoenix, the academic institutions, Arizona State and University of Arizona, all played in developing and taking a chance on building out genomic medicine as a major benefit for individuals. We're now doing in less than 48 hours, returning information back to physicians to determine their optimal way to treat a patient with a given type of cancer. Is there similar excitement in the brain?
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement in the brain. I think that we still have a lot to learn about how the healthy brain works. How do we take those principles that you've already applied successfully to managing cancer and take that and apply those to the brain?
10 years ago, Dr. Huddleman began the study of the brain using internet-based tools in a way that had not been a mainstay.
One of the first studies I did at TGen was a study of around 1,000 adults. We tested their memory and we looked at their genetics to try to identify genetic factors that were associated with their memory performance. At the time, it was quite a large study. However, we knew that it needed to expand to become much more inclusive of all members of society. And that really gave birth to the idea of MindCrowd.
Hi.
Hi, we're here for the testing.
Great, welcome.
MindCrowd is our internet-based study of the brain. It's about a 10-minute experience. We ask you a few questions about yourself and about your brain, and then you complete 2 different cognitive tests, and you get to see your results from those tests as well. The MindCrowd mobile lab adds a very powerful aspect to MindCrowd, and that is the ability to travel into the Phoenix community and see our participants face to face. Being able to interact with them, we can collect additional data that we can't collect electronically. We not only learn about how their memory performs, we also collect blood samples, and we also check how their smell works, which we know changes with age.
This one makes me hungry.
Inside the mobile laboratory, we have a specialized MRI machine, which lets us take pictures of your brain. Being able to look at the size and the shape of the various brain regions can tell us a little bit about how your brain might change with age.
I haven't seen many brains, but it looks pretty normal.
Our overall goal with MindCrowd is to reach 1 million participants, and we're almost there. Reaching that many people is really important because it helps us have the ability to study various types of people in the community.
This type of citizen science approach that he brought forward here in the city of Phoenix and is now testing across hundreds of countries has really brought data that can be uniquely used to understand aging and how we might better inform approaches that can help us think more clearly for more years.
One of the surprises that we see in the MindCrowd data is really just how much variation there is in brain performance. Going into this, we expected the 20-year-olds, for example, to be much better than the 70-year-olds. However, we see quite the opposite.
All right, cheers. Science.
Science. I'm impressed every single day at the amount of cutting-edge research that's happening in the city of Phoenix. The work that we're doing makes a difference. And the way that we make a difference is by helping impact the lives of everyone in our community. I'm really excited about the future of memory research because I believe the things that we're learning today could make a difference tomorrow.
And as Dr. Huntelman shared in the film, they are close to their 1 million participant goal. And we would encourage everybody that is watching this or to go online and take this because we're hoping that they can get to that 1 million goal by the end of 2025. They are very close. They have more than 800,000 participants today, and more than 100,000 have taken it since the debut in June at the Bio International Trade Show. So it's really making a difference, and we hope that everybody will go online and take that and get them to their million goal, because this is really contributing to the neurodisease research, such as dementia, Alzheimer's, and many other diseases. So it's really making a big impact, and so hoping that everybody can be a participant in that. So, and then next, I wanted to also share another cornerstone of the Bioscience Healthcare Strategic Initiative is the City of Phoenix's membership with the Arizona Bioindustry Association, also known as AZ Bio. And our membership provides year-round opportunities for engagement and to spotlight Phoenix's commitment to supporting the growth of the biosciences and our supportive ecosystem that you all have fostered. And part of that is a full-page ad in the supplement that comes out that coincides with Arizona Bioscience Week. And so this is also a magazine that is distributed alongside of this becoming part of the AZ Bio directory. So it's used year round and in reference as companies are referring and finding out more about AZ Bio and the industry in Arizona. So it's very, gives us a lot of visibility through this. And then just to share, to implement this strategy, we're looking at estimating the strategy that would be very similar to what we've done this past year. Is we estimate the costs to participate at the International Bio International Trade Show in San Diego with a similar strategy as we did this year, alongside of the membership with AZ Bio. And the total for this is $130,000. And with that, I will turn it back over to Deputy Director Nathan Wright.
Yeah, thanks, Claudia. And back, Madam Chair, members of the subcommittee, back in 2017, when we first walked the Bio International Show, I don't think we could have imagined that this initiative has turned into this. Under your leadership, we've been able to be consistent and persistent in our marketing and in our business. Perception is everything, and we're able to now have people come up to us, approach us at this convention that recognize Phoenix as a hub for bioscience and healthcare. And that's all because of this investment. And with that, we are here to request the subcommittee recommend City Council approval to implement this year's strategic initiative, including the Arizona Bioindustry Association and participation at the Bio International Convention in 2026 for a total of not to exceed $130,000.
Thank you. Do you have questions or comments?
I'm just curious.
Madam Chair?
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Councilwoman Stark.
I'm sorry, I don't have the raise your hand feature on this particular computer. I just wanted to say I had the opportunity while being in Prague to talk to several people in the bioscience industry here, and they're very excited about what we're doing in the city of Phoenix. And I must tell you, I think we've really gained that reputation, not just countrywide, but internationally. And so I would certainly be supportive of this request. But thank you for allowing me to make some comments.
Thank you, Councilwoman Stark, for joining us today. Councilwoman Pastor?
I was just curious about MindCrowd. And I know it's looking at Alzheimer's and dementia, but I was thinking of young youth because in the video it said that their brains are a little different from a 70-year-old. And I'm wondering and curious, in the future, if somebody would pick it up, to look at the brain of those young kids, if it's ADHD, ADD, neurodivergent brain, and start identifying a neurodivergent brain through this study in the future. Could be written in the future, but I know he's looking at Alzheimer's because I think that would be somehow connected into the future of a student's brain, child's brain, young youth, adult, on the progression of what happens to their brain as they age, and if it could catch dementia or Alzheimer's much earlier. So that was my curiosity. You know the scientists, so Claudia, you could say, Councilwoman Pastor was curious about this, but it's supporting associations like this that help us further the research of what is needed in order to be proactive and combat some of the diseases that we're facing today. So thank you.
Great. Thank you, Councilwoman Pastor. I think that's an excellent point, given what we see in our young children, and it would be helpful to have a study on both ends of the spectrum. I am very thankful for the presentation this morning. I strongly support this request as well. As you pointed out, Claudia, Arizona now ranks second fastest in life science job growth and 8th in the nation for the economic impact of clinical trials. I want to emphasize a statistic that should make every Phoenix resident proud. About 80% of Arizona's clinical trials happen right here in our city. Breakthrough treatments and cures are being tested and refined in Phoenix laboratories.
The success stems from our strategic investments and unique advantages: world-class medical centers, research universities, outstanding community colleges, and a spirit of innovation that defines Phoenix. We can't take success for granted. Cities worldwide have recognized the economic impact and potential of the biosciences industry. Our continued participation in AZ Bio and Bio International keeps us ahead of the competition, ensuring Phoenix remains a destination of choice for biosciences companies. This investment keeps Phoenix visible globally and ensures we keep attracting companies and talent that create high-paying jobs for our residents. With that, I'd entertain a motion for approval.
I move item number 5.
I second.
I will second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Hearing everyone vote aye, the matter passes unanimously. Thank you so much for the presentation today. And with that, again, I don't believe we have any call to public.
Madam Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
I think we need, this is for legal. I had a conflict on number 4 and that wasn't pulled. And I just realized after I voted that I have a conflict with number 4. So I don't know if that's considered a reconsideration and we vote on 2 and 3 and then
4 separately.
And then do 4 separately. I don't know what the process is.
Madam Chair, I would just suggest that you just pull it from consent, reconsider it, and then vote as you otherwise regularly would. And then, of course,
so does she
declare your conflict at that time.
Okay, so do we need a move to reconsider all 3 items?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay, would you like to make a motion?
I move to reconsider all 3 items.
I will second that. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Hearing all ayes, motion passes unanimously. So now I would take a motion to approve items 2 and 3.
I move that we approve items 2 and 3.
Is there a second?
Second.
We have a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Hearing any nays? Hearing none, the motion passes unanimously. I move to approve item 4, and noting that there's a conflict for Councilwoman Pastor. We have a second from Councilwoman Stark. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye. No, nay. No, me.
Councilwoman Pastor is not going to vote on this item. Let me try that again. Item 4, which Councilwoman Pastor has a conflict, so she will abstain from voting. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing none, the motion passes 2-0 to 1.
Thank you.
Right. Are there any future agenda items?
Here, I think it might be nice, and it may not have to be a presentation, but maybe just an update on all the activities that the Sister Cities program has been doing. While we've been here in Prague, I did not realize how we're working to perhaps have a couple new sister cities, one in Africa, which I think is fascinating, but also just to report on what comes out of it. Of course, we know the biggest probably success story is TSMC, but there's so much else we're doing that really is making Phoenix internationally known. So I know we don't have to do it anytime soon, but I think it's really a fascinating subject.
Thank you, Councilwoman Stark, for your request. We actually have that scheduled to occur in November of this year so that we can hear about all the great things that Phoenix Sister Cities is doing, as well as all the wonderful impacts it's making, not only here in Phoenix, but across the world. Any other requests? All right. Hearing none, then we are adjourned and everybody gets the gift of time this morning. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
We overwhelmingly passed this plan. All of Phoenix supported. Everywhere in the city supported this infrastructure plan. Arcadia, Biltmore, Desert Ridge, Maryvale all voted yes, knowing